You are watching part 3 of Interview with Karega Bailey, brought to you by Crave the Spotlight Media Marketing, experts in the spotlight. Join us now as Victor Irving Jenkins interviews Karega Bailey.
You know, I can detect your passion, and I had the privilege one day of watching. I think I saw a picture of you when you were performing, and there were tears streaming down your face. Does that happen often? So tell me about that.
I couldn't quantify it as often. I will say that I will never stop it from happening if I feel it coming. Victor, where I serve and how I'm called to serve requires that I use all of me to serve. The beauty is I have a wife who fills my love tank, and I go out of the home feeling very able to respond. But it's certainly no easy walk. The tears that you may see from time to time when you see me in my element of passion, it could be the weight of having witnessed several homicides of my students, watching them pronounce hopelessness from their mouths when I know that there is hope. It could come from just being eternally grateful for witnessing the day that hope came. It could come from being eternally grateful that I was chosen to bear this weight, and I'm seeing success as measured by the impact of touching lives. It could be the fact that someone thought enough of me in my adolescence to take me from one place, introduce me to another, and give me the competencies and the skill set needed to work at that level. So at any given time, the tears can represent that. And we know that from the day we were born, tears weren't a sign of weakness. It was a sign that we were alive. And I live knowing that I'm alive and that I'm responding to stimuli, and I'm creating response methods, and I'm just engaging with my people.
Your presence, the person that you are when you walk into the room, it tells people who you are, and the minute you open your mouth, it tells people who you are. But there are some other things, someone that's not as talented as you, a young man your age, 27 years old, when he walks into a room, there are telltale signs as to whether or not you are dealing with a person that can listen and that can't listen. In your opinion, is there anything a young man could do to enhance a person's impression of him as he walks in the room?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll give you some life experiences, and I'll give you sociology. Right? Now, I would like to be able to inform everyone that someone should not be judged by their outermost appearance. But too often, we've had experiences where the outermost appearance told us something, and we can't not store that information once we've coded it. I would tell young people that your outermost layer of expression, be that of your clothes or how you present yourself, is going to say something. I would only encourage them to make sure it's saying what you want it to say. The difficulty comes when it doesn't say what you want it to say. That is, I'm caring, I'm compassionate, I'm kind, I'm civically engaged. That's who I am. But my outermost representation of self doesn't say that. There is the problem. Then you will be judged on something that you don't feel you were rightfully judged on. So I would just encourage you to match your values to your outermost appearance. It helps people perceive you better because it speaks for you before you speak. There's one. I'd also tell them to actively listen. Engage. Sometimes just the body language of bowing a head, a head nod, an eyebrow raise. And I'm not saying pose these cues as if you are. I'm saying show people that you're actively listening, because you never know who wants to tell you more information. Information that just may change your life. You know, someone can come to you, hey, you know what? Something's telling me that you might be interested in said opportunity. That's happened to me a number of times, just on the social cues I gave when I walked in the room. So I would leave with, at minimum, what everyone else got, but sometimes, and more often than not, I'll leave with extra information. And information is so powerful. Invitation is so powerful, right? You have information An invitation, if someone pairs their information with an invitation to you, you take that and you run with it. And I've been able to do that, as evidences our relationship. Can't wait to tell them a little more about that. But these are things I would just tell young people, particularly young men, because you want them to know that you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Karega Bailey on a special edition of Experts in the Spotlight, and we'll be right back.